Um, Now, before before we do anything, first of all, we've made a couple of changes. Um, First of all, we've got new overalls for the year. If we go into edit quickly, here we go. So, yeah, we're not going to want these, are we? We could use these for a special livery, actually. Should we make it for a special livery? Because I think the first race is Australia. Do we do that? What we need to do is change this to the legendary 222206135. Oh, okay. Change this to the legendary 113240 120. Hello. Awesome. Right. We do that. Or do we do that? I think we do that. Right. We got our unique livery now. Awesome. Okie dokie. Any new, let's see if we got any new helmets. So I actually did this helmet the other day, last night. I did this helmet last night, and I quite like it. So that's what we're running. That's what I usually run in some of my other saves. So that's what we got. And now then, let's hop into the My Team. For the first race in Australia, to be fair, I don't know if it actually saved what I did before the race last time, so we'll find out. But if not, we can just go through and change it all once again. But this time, actually, before I started today, I actually did some practice. So instead of crashing out every lap, we'll crash out every other lap. Yes. So if we look at the car, this is the car for this year. This is going to be our main livery, if it will load. But for the first race, we are going to do a special livery, because it's Australia. And it's one of the few liveries I have. So this is the car we're running for this year. It's a lot better than what we had last year. We're a well-established team now. We haven't got bankrupt, and we got some good results last year. So we got a lot of money. Now, for the first race of this year, though, we will be using a special Australia livery. And if it can get to it without dying of lag, there we go. So this is the livery we're using for the first race. Here we are. We'll have to change some of the decal colours, of course. There we go. Oh, let's change that to the black, shall we? Change this to the white. It all kind of fits with the car this year, does it? Doesn't it, guys? We'll make this black. There's nothing there. There's nothing on the back, and then this can also be black. Awesome. So this is obviously going to be our car for this race specifically. The special Aussie car. We'll put the special overalls on as well. There we go. Awesome stuff. We will also maybe add this on. Actually, nah, do we? No, not quite. I mean, to be fair, technically we're already driving upside down. We're in Australia. So, in theory, if everyone walks upside down in Australia, we'll be racing upside down. Yeah, that's how we're gonna say. That's what we're gonna say. That's what we're going to go off of. Exactly, exactly. It makes sense.
Alright, welcome back. It's going to be one heck of a season.
Hi, Gary.
To be honest, I don't think we've done the best job maintaining our performance through this regulation change. So we're going to be playing a bit of catch-up this year. We're counting on you, but you've got the whole team behind you.
Okay. Thanks, Gary. We like Gary. There's our teammate over there, our new teammate. Carlos Sainz. Sainz signed for our team at the end of last year. And, oh, actually, I am not wearing my team kit. Where's my Hatsune Miku jacket? It's over here. Let me go grab it. Alright. Okay, we've got the team kit on now. Don't worry, guys. We are ready for this first race, and we're going to absolutely destroy the competition. I think we have a good chance. Our car's not the worst on the grid this year.
Can't wait for another year of racing. I may have gone a little bit hard on the cheese over the winter, so if you need me, I'll be in the gym.
What? Why were you on the cheese? What do you mean you've been on the cheese? First things first. Alright, let's skip the practice sessions, guys. I mean, if you don't want to look schizo, you can just do in the YouTube chat, and I can switch over from Discord. I don't mind doing that, so it's up to you. Do you want to keep acting schizo, or? It'd probably be better. That's fair. That's fair. What's the worst that could happen apart from being put into an insane asylum on your side, and then on my side, what's the worst that could happen apart from crashing into a driver at 200 miles an hour and committing what, genocide? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. The padded ones, the padded ones. To be fair, they look quite comfortable. Though, because obviously every single surface is padded. Yeah. Yeah. Because obviously they're crazy, so they might try and, like, I don't know, just hit their head on the wall or something. But they look so comfortable. They're like loads of, like, yeah. God, it's probably like sensory deprivation, isn't it? Because it would make sense. But it's one of those things where if you went in there for just a couple of hours, you'd probably be quite nice. But any longer than that, you probably would start to go crazy. So here we go. Down under. We've not got a good start there. George Russell? Excuse me? Oh, Russell's in the Mercedes. Oh my god. Oh god. Russell in the Mercedes. What? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We're just gonna... Nothing happened at all. Yeah, they're actually real life. That is a real life transfer right there. For the 2022 season, Russell did it. Oh my god. Must have been the wind. Right. We've now only got one... We've only got two flashbacks for the actual race. Which is really good. So we're trying to keep our nose in qualifying. So usually it's a lot longer, but DRS open. You know, I've never noticed that in the bottom of the on the little menu at the bottom, you can see the green and red is actually my throttle inputs. I never actually noticed that. Obviously, the green being the throttle and the red being the brake. Huh. It's a cool little detail. I'm pretty sure that's it. It's in the newer games, but I didn't realise it was back in 2020. I wonder how far it goes back.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but
P9 isn't too bad, and Sainz in P13.
Those who will be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Russell,
I think we're doing
and
alright.
Lando Norris.
That's not bad. I mean, to be fair, I could probably check. I do have them all. It's a bit of an addiction.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Who would you say is your biggest rival at the moment?
I don't know. Let's go with Valtteri Bottas.
Are you happy with where you'll be on the grid tomorrow?
Yes. I'm excited because it gives me the best chance of points, guys.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Cool. I need to turn that off at some point because it is not very fun to do. You can turn them off. I just haven't gotten around to turning it off yet. Awesome. Doing our little salute. Up to 15. Those are some nice overalls, to be fair. I have to be honest with myself. I think I did a pretty good job. Cool. 85 is good, don't you think? I think that's good. Good baseline level. We're quicker than our teammate. We crashed twice on one lap, so God knows what we're going to be like over. I think it's 13 laps. I think 'cause it's quite long, but it might be a couple more. I can never remember. It's like, I don't know, 7. But yeah, here we go. Now we go on to the race.
Successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Awesome, thanks Jeff. We got our engineer Jeff on the radio for us. I think after this game they changed the voice and everyone was very, very annoyed about it. Because he'd been the voice, that voice had been in the game, like that character, Jeff. He'd been the race and like the race engineer on the radio and stuff like that for like, I think it was since it was like 2011 or 2012. So obviously, the game comes out every year. Everyone got used to it, and then they changed it to a guy called Mark. And everyone was like, "What? How dare you get rid of Jeff?" But I think it was because of some sort of licensing issue. I'm not entirely sure.
No more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at Albert Park, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996.
Yes,
we're
going to be racing upside down, everyone.
Formula One World Championship. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads closed for the weekend. Of
yeah,
course,
quite a lot of the
make for
races
bumpy
are
circuit with
actually
little undulation. There are 16
street
corners
circuits,
around
so
the
they're
lake
actually
and a
obviously
couple of
all
good
natural.
passing opportunities here as
They
well.
just kind of fence them
Thanks
off.
in part to the DRS
But they're
zones
harder
into
to
turns
drive
1,
because the
3
grip level
and
isn't
13.
as high, because obviously it's mostly road cars.
A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me
Where
today.
are we thinking we're going to finish? Let's get some predictions.
Underway.
We're into those 10th few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about
So
reliability.
I'm thinking we can probably do pretty well, probably 7th, 6th.
Cars in practice.
Get a couple of places, but we don't seem to be the quickest car.
Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2.
He's
As we
actually,
continue
yeah,
through the rest of
Mercedes.
the
He
grid
joined
today,
Mercedes in
we have Norris,
2022.
Verstappen, Sebastian
Let's
Vettel,
go, Norris.
and Bottas.
Let's go, Lando.
Stroll, Perez, Stevens, and Daniel Ricciardo.
No bias whatsoever,
Matsushita,
guys.
Fiat, Carlos Sainz,
No bias, I
and
swear.
Giovinazzi. Magnussen, Gasly, Nick de Vries, and Charles Leclerc. Albon, Latifi, Ocon, and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. Which of these talented
Raikkonen's at
drivers will
McLaren?
come out on top today?
Wow. Wow. We're getting ready for the start of the the race of racing. God, I need to upgrade my console. This takes forever. Right. Here we go. We got the formation lap first. Let's not crash into someone this time. There we go.
Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
It should do. Warm the tyres up. My tyres are already pretty much fully warmed up. I've warmed the tyres up, don't worry. Warm the tyres means they're stickier. Seem to be struggling quite a bit when it comes to... There we go, we're starting to get some heat into them now. Lovely stuff. Awesome. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh my god. I really need to pay attention to where I'm going. Oh, okay, it's taking control. Yeah. No. If anything, it just means my tyres don't warm up and I get a worse start. I'm not going to hit someone. If anything, and to be fair, it'd be my car that would get more damage because of the front wing. The thing on the front, little like thingy majig. That will get damaged. The back of his car will be fine.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Okay. We've got the 2 racing points in front of us. Then we got an AlphaTauri, a Ferrari, a Red Bull. And it's lights out and away we go for the Australian Grand Prix. We get a decent start. Perez trying to cut across the track. We go side by side into the first corner. With Perez with a huge... Oh my god. No, I want to experience... I need to experience that dive again. Totally. What is this send from Perez? Oh my lord. What a send. Right. We managed to avoid damage as well, so we get to... Oh, I'm being forced off the track. We just send it, we send it, we send it, we send it, we send it. Oh my god! Oh my god, lord.
That's a strong start. Well done.
What do you mean that's a strong start? What just happened? As I think we do have damage. Yeah, we got damage. Oh, front left. Don't you do it. got Ricciardo. If we check the race director, where is everyone? Sainz P12. Bottas fell very far down, same with Stroll. Oh my god, damage is so bad! Just means I cannot turn the car as much. Makes it hard to have to slow down more for corners. We're going to make the move on Matsushita. But we go off. As long as there's no damage, I'm not going to flash back, so... Or if I complete... As long as I can kind of stay on the track. If I do something like that and I still don't, like, spin out or something, I'm not going to consider that fair. See, if I do that... That is. Whereas... I don't know, whatever I did, I can't even remember what I did now. It's because I'm not the best driver in the world, so I don't... And I'm... There we go... Almost ran straight to the back of Matsushita. As we're on lap 2 now, where pit window is... Oh my god, 40%! What? 14% on the... Oh, as we're getting packed in by Ricciardo, trying to keep it in. Trying desperately to keep this position. When is our pit window? Lap 7. We may have to pit earlier than that. No wonder this car feels so bad. As we're, trying to get on it.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Awesome. We don't have DRS though. We're out of the second range. For those who don't know, you only get DRS, which is a little flap on the back of this car that opens up to give you more speed. You only get that if you're within a second of the car ahead. And it's only at specific parts of the track. If you open it when you're not supposed to, then you'll get a huge penalty because you're gaining an advantage illegally. So we need to get into the second range.
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
Lovely. That's our last flashback, guys. Which means anything that happens from here is history. If we crash again, that's it.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag?
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
What's going on? Oh! Vettel's retiring.
Some information on Vettel. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Oh, wow.
The track is clear. Green flag.
Ricciardo right on our back. Getting more DRS. Trying to desperately hang on to this P6 and potentially even P5 if we can get past Matsushita. Switch onto the rich mix now. Make the car go a bit quicker, as we are indeed closing in on Matsushita. the gap half a second. DRS. You're definitely catching up to him now. We go wide though. Daniel Ricciardo is still there, remember. If we make a mistake, he's just waiting. He's waiting to see us make a mistake. He's waiting to see an opportunity to get past. So we have to be careful.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
So trying desperately, lap after lap, to close in on Matsushita. So far though, he cannot seem to get through. It's the final sector. That's our biggest issue, I think. We're good in sector 1. We have the speed through here, but we do not have the downforce. We don't have, and we can't seem to be able to just stay with him through that final sector, that last couple of corners. Because I myself, to be fair, it might just be me though, I am horrible at low speed corners, the slow ones. As we might have a run on him here. No, we're just going to stay behind him. And we're going to watch him very closely. See, that final corner. It's that final corner I just cannot seem to get right. As we're very close now, we could have a move down here. Dive, dive, dive! He looks up.
Nice move. Good
As
job.
we get him and we're up into P5. This would be an amazing result if we can do it. Let's have a look at there we go. Not what we wanted. Not what we wanted at all. And it seems like Matsushita is now fighting for P6 with Daniel Ricciardo into team battling there.
We expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Yes, I know. As I think we're going to box this lap. We're going to box a lap earlier than everyone else.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
So that we can, because I always seem to be a lot better on those medium tyres. I struggle on these soft tyres. They go off very quickly. And so we come into the pits now. There we go. Yeah, we definitely got damage on that front wing, you see. Get that wing changed.
Go now.
As we will have to do one hell of a lap.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
We have to do one hell of a lap on these tyres. I'll tell you what. It's not going to be easy to keep that position. But it feels.
Are you alright? Sit tight, the marshals are on their way.
That's it. That's our first DNF. Not a good start. Silly mistake, really. But that's it. We are out of the Australian Grand Prix. We're on for a good result. but you can't excuse multiple. Like, I already give myself leniency. A lot of people don't even use flashbacks, but I'm quite lenient myself, so I'll use like 1 or 2.
So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I'd say it was down
George Russell, though, winning the race,
nailing the corners,
on debut,
conditions, and perfecting the team's
good stuff from the young Brit.
They got all of these things right today, and the results speak for themselves.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix,
it's a shame, though.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Oh, I actually need to check something. I need to check. What time is the stream? You and Mr. Mayman. What time is that? Oh, that might be different for you. I don't know. Either way, I can figure it out.
Let's have a quick look at how the drivers' standings have changed. George Russell takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship.
Oh,
Let's
Sainz was so close.
Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Right, let's have a look, shall we? It is...
Bad luck out there today. Let's talk about it. You had a bit of contact today. Who was at fault there?
I don't know, man. Someone. You know. It's someone. If we have a look, see. We just search it up. It is... Ooh. Oh, great. 9 PM for me. Lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. Yes, that, because that will increase and not decrease my reputation.
Any comments about the collisions?
I guess that. I mean...
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
Because I crashed.
Appreciate your
Simple
time.
as that. I didn't finish the race, he did. So silly. Yeah. Damn. So, Bottas is leading the rivalry. You still got 600k. This is what I mean. Carlos is a good driver. Tis quite annoying. Okay. Oh no. That was a failure.
I recommend we could go for something like this.
I don't. Because it just... That's the second time it's failed. I'm not going to do it again. As we're trying to get better. We're pretty good there. We're pretty good there. We've got some good spec stuff now. Let's renew sponsors. Ooh.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week.
Oh, you're kidding me.
The entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check your R&D screen to order any redevelopments.
Oh, it's just that one, I think.
Hey boss, I think we could better manage
we're going to an invitation.
by organising some team activities. Head to the activity screen to see what we have available.
What is she? What distance does she run? Because that's kind of a big a big thing. Because I'd say go with power if it's like sprint or mile. But if not, I'd probably say stamina or maybe a little bit of wit. Just a tiny bit. Because you're going to kind of keep it... I always try and keep my guts and my
now, while today's
wit
classic
level
exhibition
as I
event
go up.
has no direct impact upon the Formula One World Championship,
Yeah.
you better believe that with
Then
their
I do
reputations
keep
on the
guts
line,
and
the
wit level.
drivers
But
down
I always
there are
keep
still
wit slightly
hungry
above guts
to show
because
that they've got what it takes to get a win.
Ah, yes. Power is very important then. What car are we driving today? In fact, for this, the 2007 Ferrari. I don't know what I'm doing. Overtaking. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I'm trying. Yeah, I'll give myself infinite flashbacks for this just because it doesn't really matter. It's not about the championship, so it does give me extra. Why? Why? Should I just name this stream? Struggling to do this one corner. Please help me. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is this what we've got for the next 20 minutes? Just me trying to attempt this corner again? Because if it is, then... oh, we done it. One time we did it. I tell ya. Big hit. Yes, I know. Oh, I almost saved it. Oh my god. Ah! Good lord. Don't worry, it's fine. Ooh, dentist. Oh yeah. Mine doesn't. This doesn't mean anything compared to a dentist appointment. So you just do that. I'm having a mental. What the heck? Radio tune. So we're heading into the corner. We got the corner done. Hopefully I can do that corner again. This time without like 3 or 4 flashbacks. Yeah, actually. Alright then. As we're on Kaufman now. I'm going to try and get past him. There's absolutely no downforce in this thing at all. Struggling a lot. Kaufman coming out around the outside. This will be the bit where we can get some solid overtakes done. The speed sections, since I have a skill issue through this lower section. Okay, I have a skill issue through every section. Awesome. Gotta love it. trying to get Machowski around the outside. Try and get Coppens. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a feel for it to an extent. Or not. Or not. Awesome, heading into the corner. You know, I still don't remember the corner names for half of these tracks. Like, I could not tell you half the track names are. Which, albeit not my best. Not my best. You know, we'll get that a chance, I'd hope. Like, I know I grew up watching, I still do. I watch Arava, especially Team McMurdoch. They're my two main ones. Webby 87 I'd watch quite a lot, so I also watch Bridger. Obviously they've all been playing the games for ages, most of them anyway, and so pretty much know the ins and outs of every single track. So I'm not nearly on their level. 400 meters, 30 seconds. I think we'll kill these guys. I don't think we got it. It's a shame, really. We gave it our best. Yeah, we can't even catch up to them. Go for it! No!
Okay, black flag, black...
It's quite annoying. Quite annoying. Oh well. Okay, okie dokie. Right, so we got disqualified, which is always great. We love that. We love getting overtaken. We love getting disqualified. This is our best part. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the next race. We'll do 2 more races, and then I think I'll end it there. We'll see how it goes though. If I might do it a bit longer. I might do it a little bit shorter, who knows? We're going to figure that out. We're going to figure it out. Just trying to think, what can we do to be better in the next race? I can't remember which I can't remember which one is next. I think... I'm trying to think right now. I think if I'm not going crazy, I believe it would be... Yeah, China. Oh, we love China. China! Gotta love China. Okay, lovely. That's before the season break. Customization, what have we got? New car livery? Question mark? I mean, to be fair, we already have to go back to our original livery. So, that's what we're going to do first of all, but we might have unlocked... I think we're using that. There we go. We have to change over some livery colours as well. Switch the controller for this. For example... There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. We got a lot of 222. You probably get so annoyed with me saying all the time though, I can't lie. It wouldn't surprise me. There we go. Oh, we don't have one on there. That's what I had in there before. Planet. We didn't have one there. We had Pacifico on the back, and then, yeah, DBS Optics. Which we can change to the pink now. Our trademark Miku Pink. Which, obviously, the same as, obviously, what it's been the entire time. There we go. Lovely. So this is this season's, like, main car. The first one was a Australia special. I think it did a decent job. It's really, you get a lot of restrictions with this game because you only have specific livery patterns. So the only thing you really change is the colour. So you just gotta hope you get one that looks good. Like, fortunately, this one looks good with this colour, but I can guarantee you there's many that don't. As you can see, I've literally gone through and like changed colours on every single one to see which one works the best. You might actually end up using this livery as well for England, for Britain. Just out of curiosity, just because obviously it's quite similar. It's still got the British flag on it. Right, anyway, so I'm getting this, we need to start racing again, because this is all frankly quite boring, isn't it? We'll move ahead a little bit in time. There we go. Awesome. Right, season break. We got a whole raft of...
What do you think of this one?
No, I don't want to use that. I want to... Okay, we kind of have to wait. Okay, so our first one's come through well. Those have come through well. We can now work on...
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
Yeah, we need to make the engine a lot better. There we go. Awesome, and then... Oh, great. That's such a shame. You know, we were really hoping to have some good stuff coming into this. Is there anything that helps pace? Yep, pace. Awesome. Okay, but that's really a shame. I was really hoping we could have... We don't even have enough to... Yeah, I was really hoping we could get some good...
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check your R&D.
Yeah, it's a shame. But there we go. It is what it is. We kind of have to just keep going. But let's go to the race weekend here in China. Now, China's a very unique track because, especially the first corner, I guess, one or two, it's quite difficult to get it right just because of how it is. But it's kind of like the more you go into the corner, how do I put it? The tighter it gets. So you go and you're like, oh, this isn't too bad. Ooh, 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 ooh. And it's really hard, especially because you have to brake as well. But yeah, so we're gonna have to see how that goes. Usually I'm quite good. I'm not horrible on the corner anyway. But we're gonna skip the practice sessions because, well, no one wants to watch me go around a track for absolutely no reason. But here we go for practice 3, obviously, which has already been done. So now we go on to qualifying. I'm hoping for top 10 for the Formula Miku car. The what were we going to call it? What are we going to call it? The Miku 002, I guess. Yeah, we'll call it that. Okay, so okay, we didn't change the livery, we didn't change the overalls. It's fine. We can sort that out later. Let's just hope we don't win, otherwise it'll look a bit weird. I mean, I've never hoped to not win, but I doubt we'll get into a podium position anyway. So, yeah, we're going to see how we do on the qualifying, and hopefully, because it's very different in terms of qualifying. But so far, I haven't actually looked at the championship standings. Let's have a look at that quickly. So Russell leads, then it's Hamilton, then it's Norris, then it's Max, then Norris, Ricciardo, Matsushita in the Renault. Wow, Renault is second in the Constructors. That is very surprising. That is incredible, really. If you're just joining us, second race of the season. In the first race, unfortunately, we did DNF. We crashed into a wall multiple times, but I give myself some leniency in flashback. But I only give myself 4 for the entire weekend, qualifying and the race, because I suck and have a skill issue. But after that, then obviously a free crash, that's it. And that's clearly what happened in Australia. But hopefully we can get a better result here in China in this second season. So hopefully all goes well. As we just skip all this. And here we go. Steering wheel. Change this to TV pod. We got DRS. We got the whole shebang. There we go. Heading into the first corner. It's a decent turn in. Light on the throttle. Second corner. Just dab that throttle a couple of times. Try not to spin out. And we're currently 7th, which isn't bad. I will take a 7th. Heading into the next corner. Tight hairpin. Gentle, smooth, buttery. Other words that mean smooth. We go a bit wide, but it's okay. As long as we can be consistent throughout the lap. Little bit of oversteer there. Oh, a lot of understeer. As I think that may have just ruined our chance at top 10. Obviously not a crash, so I won't flash back. Yeah, we're down in 16th. There's a DRS coming up. There we go. Coming into the final corner. Hard on the brakes into a very tight hairpin. Very prone to spinning out there. As it's frankly been a horrible qualifying for us here in China. Another snap of oversteer to come across the line in 18th. Not the result we were hoping for. Hopefully we can do better during the race to get some overtakes done. Maybe be a bit unique with the strategy.
With qualifying finished,
you know,
it's
we
time
pit,
to remind
I don't know, 1 or 2 laps early.
Hamilton, Russell, and Sergio Perez.
I think that would probably be quite a good thing. I don't know, we'll have to see how tyre wear is and whether I can manage temperatures, because that is my biggest issue. I didn't actually check where. Do we know where Carlos came? I don't think so. To be fair, he's probably, I don't know, 13th to 15th was where he was. He was 13th in Australia, so I could imagine he's somewhere around there. But not a big deal. Okay.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where you want to be on the grid, but chin up. It's not the end of the
Okay,
world.
here we go. We're going to gear up for the race here. Here we go. With any luck, we should be good. So I'm just checking the description of my live stream. This is not F1 2018, guys, for reference. This is F1 2020. That's a 2-year difference. That is very different. F1 2018 is very different from 2020. 2020 considered probably the best out of everyone. anyone ever made. It's probably the known as the greatest. Yeah, we're just gonna skip over all that just because there's, you know, sometimes I'll watch them. It depends. If we get like a decent position, if we get a decent position, we can. Oh, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought there. If we get a decent position, I'll have a look at it and stuff like that. But usually I won't. But if you look at the race strategy, what have we got? We've got 5 and a 9. I think we go. I think we do that. Because I seem to be a lot quicker on the mediums. This could either be the worst decision I will make in this race, and it's going to completely ruin my race, or it'll be the best decision I've made.
Power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
They're already up. To be fair, they're already up to temperature, aren't they? I'm just going to kind of drive it, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, they're already up to temperature. I think we should be alright. Sorry, Magnussen. Did not mean to, like... So Sainz is in 15th.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Yeah, not much to say. Yeah, bit my tongue. There's not much to say at the moment. I mean, we've got the temperatures up. We've got the engine. How's the engine looking? Engine's looking alright. The fuel mix looks okay. If we put that on lead, actually, we might be able to save some fuel for the race start. Keep the engine cool. Can leave a bit to bring up the temperatures ever so slightly. Ooh. Yeah, heat them brakes up. It's a brake heating exercise. I don't know what you're on about. There we are, as the AI takes control to reform for the race start. Now, I'm going to put my prediction out. I think we're going to come 8th or 9th. You know, I think this strategy is going to work. And it's going to work well. So there's Sainz, our teammate, P15. Same machine. We'll see how we get up to the optimum revs, clutch. As it's lights out and away we go. For the Chinese Grand Prix, we get a decent start. Oh no. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this. We're going to use a couple of them. I only give myself 3 for longer races, just because I don't feel like I don't feel good enough to do this without it. But I don't want to. I don't like to eliminate the whole risk of not finishing a race. So I limit myself. There's Ocon overtaking us. Oh god! And that's 2 used already.
Let me know you're okay.
That's 2 used already. We are not doing well here. This is not good. Not good at all. As our cars very much stand out during the race. There's now we know that everyone's going to brake extremely early for this corner. Suspiciously early, in fact. That's very strange. Ah, no wonder we had such a bad getaway. We were in lean. I completely forgot. It makes a lot of sense. Threading it through this set of corners here. We've got Magnus in our sights. Leclerc right on our back. We went to look to see if we could make a move. We were too far back to do so. As we got a very good run on Magnussen.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
That's it. That's it. We've got no more flashbacks after this. So if we crash now, it's over. That's it. We don't have any flashbacks now. So we're going to have to be very careful. Can't just go throwing it into a corner. Oh my god. As we're side by side with our teammate, he doesn't want to give us room. He doesn't want to give us room. What is Sainz doing? No idea. Little bit mean from our second driver there. Do we have any... We have some new softs available, so what we might even do is see if we can make it further into the race and then swap the softs. Go to probably lap 8 or 9. Because we've proven at other tracks that these tyres can go the distance. I'm always much more comfortable in this set of tyres. So, oh my god.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Oh my god. That's it. Again, another DNF. Great. Not the greatest weekend for us. That's, yeah, second weekend in a row we've crashed. Yeah, I'm not feeling great.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium.
Lewis Hamilton winning the race, George Russell in second, and I believe that is Sergio Perez in third. No, in fact, I think that might be Lance Stroll. No, that is Perez. Cool. I would be very surprised if that was Stroll. As there they are, podium sitters.
So, let's review the driver.
I don't even want to look. Don't even want to look.
Well, things didn't really go your way today. Let's have your take. It was more like Dodgems than Formula 1 today, wasn't it?
I don't really want to talk about it.
Sounds like there's some work to do back at the factory.
Yep, you could say that. You could say that. I think there's more. I think I need to sit on the sim more, you know? Because clearly I am not doing very well in that car. It's quite unfortunate. It's the only way I could really put it. I'm not very happy with my performance so far. But it's fine, guys, it's fine. Right then, I think we'll go to... I think we...
Our new parts have been completed without issue.
Lovely.
They'll be on the car, ready for the next...
What do you think of this one?
I don't think of that one. I'm just trying to think, where are we losing out right now? Where are we losing out? Have we got any... we got the press interview. We got more random people. We got more people going asking us questions, which is great.
I've got to say, an awful lot's changed since we were last here. Let's dive in with some questions. Your second driver really seems to be improving at a rapid...
Yes.
Are you looking to make changes in order to push your team from the mid...
Yes, you can't stand still on the sport, otherwise you just get left behind.
Say that in terms of team orders, your career... Well, thanks so much, as ever, for your time. It's hugely appreciated.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Sure will. Mr. Will Buxton. Over there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just go up to the Dutch Grand Prix, and then I might leave it there. It's not been a good stream. It's not been what we've wanted from... Not been what we've wanted from... But it's fine. It's not a problem. We can come back from it far better than we were before. Lightweight wheel rims. Weight distribution. And we'll go with this. There's, yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
New parts come through from the fabrication.
So if we look at the R&D, we are now the 5th fastest car. So you know what? Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go to the Netherlands. And we're going to do this. And after that, we'll end it there. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. You know. I think that might be a really good thing to do. Yeah. There isn't much else really to say. So let's try and think, what can we do? So I think I won't stream tomorrow. I won't be streaming. I probably won't be streaming again until Friday. And even then, that'll be quite late. I mean, it might be. Because it'll probably be around 5-ish, 5 PM. Was it GMT at the moment? England time. I can't never remember the all the other bits. I can't actually lie. yeah. It's... yeah. Not much to say about it. Yeah, so it's just so, to be fair, I'm not used to streaming again. I need to really start looking into a what's it called? What would you call it? A schedule. That's what you call it. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. I need to look into trying to see how I can schedule things, because I'm usually only able to do streaming on a Monday, Tuesday, definitely, and I guess Friday. This is a little bit later. Streaming's surprisingly difficult. Trying to talk for a long time, trying to keep people entertained, is surprisingly difficult. As we're going into qualifying, yeah. So I'll obviously, I don't know. I need to figure out how to schedule live streams. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I might just put it as posts, and I need to start making thumbnails for my live streams. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm still gonna try and it's kind of a hobby at the moment, to be fair. But here we go. Anyway, back to F1. Here we go on our flying lap at the Netherlands. As off we go. Into the first turn we go. It's good turn, good turn, good turn. Let's try and keep it on the track this time. Going a little bit wide. But we're keeping our cool. We're going quite well. Going wide, going wide, going wide. Not what we want. As making our way through the corners. Yeah, we definitely need to improve on our aerodynamics, because we are so much slower through the corners than the rest of the grid. We've got a good powertrain, so when it comes to high speed, we are all good. But through the slower speed corners, we struggle a lot with downforce. But we're going to come up to the line, and that is going to be pole position at the Dutch Grand Prix. We DNF the first two races, and now we've got pole. If there's any chance to end this on a high, this is it. I tell you what.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our...
As we now... I'm going to go to... I'm going to go to the race. We're going to go to the race itself. Here we go. We should be fine. We should be fine. I think we got this in the bag. I think we're gonna go. I think we got this in the bag. You know, we didn't change the overalls again, man. Ugh. At this rate, it's gonna become the normal one. Be a shame. It'll be a little bit of a. I guess we'll put it down as we had the overalls on for a little while they made the team kit, I guess. I don't know. We'll fit into the law somehow. Because I'm going to make law. There's going to be law on this. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We love law. We love law.
Alright. I think we can call that
Yes, here we go.
We should be
Getting ready for the race. Race start. Here we go. Now, I think if we lose, unless we lose the lead of the race, we're going to have to defend like a lion. I already know that. Because we may be quicker over one lap, but
for years, the passionate
I think they're more consistent through those slower corners. I'm quite unpredictable, both in my driving style, if you could probably have told from the first 2 races of this season. And also the car itself seems to be very twitchy in those speed corners. Very prone to spinning out. Earlier, so before I started this stream, I actually drove the Red Bull around the track, which is weird for me, being a McLaren fan. And it's insane how big of a difference actually the performance makes. Obviously the car is classed as slower, mostly because the chassis and the back of the car is way more planted on the Red Bull. Yeah, we're on pole position.
Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have
Max Verstappen third. What happened to the Mercedes? Ooh, that's not good. Sainz is in the points as well, so it must be a good track for us. It must be a very good track for us. Interesting. Ocon's at Williams. That's very interesting actually. I didn't look at the driver transfers before the start of the season, so.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
No point in
launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
Yep. Use the brakes to heat the tyres. Try and spin the tyres, do a little bit of burnout. The back tyres are beginning.
Rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
Ooh, interesting. We got rain coming. That is a very interesting little tidbit of information. So we got rain coming, as we've pretty much successfully warmed up these tyres. Broke a little bit late there. Yeah, those are perfect. Look at that. Wow. Awesome. So, we're starting P1. We've got Vettel behind in P2, Verstappen, Perez and Hamilton. There's rain coming in about 10 minutes, and we're currently on a soft to medium strategy, but that could change to a soft to inters, or maybe even soft to wets, depending on how bad the rain is. If we keep the lead on lap 1, I think we'll be able to keep the lead for the entire race.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
The biggest problem we'll have is the low speed corners. We struggle through them a lot, we have a lot of oversteer, okay? So, with all of that summed up and everyone being up to date, we're going to wait for the 5 red lights before we get underway. As it's lights out and away we go for the Dutch Grand Prix. We get a decent getaway. Sebastian Vettel right behind us heading into the first corner. We keep the lead into turn 1 as we're already gapping the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel. Not what I expected at all. We get a little bit of oversteer there, going really wide through turn 3, 4, 5. Now turn 6 here. This is a track I know quite well, which is probably why we're also very quick on it. But I've never driven it on steering wheel. So there we are. 8. Now on to turn 9.
That's what we like to see at the start. Well done.
Good stuff. Vettel is right behind us though. We have a little bit of a train going on. We brake early. into 10-11. As yeah, we got a bit of a train here. But if we can hold out till the rain, I think we should be fine. We've already got 10% wear on these soft tyres. That could be one of the big reasons why we are struggling so much. But here we go, threading through. There we go. Lovely stuff. Making our way through the lap here. And we got a purple sector 1. We're currently holding the lap. The fastest lap of the race somehow. Considering it seems like everyone behind us are much quicker on their tyres. Definitely Sebastian Vettel, definitely Max Verstappen. Perez seems to have fallen off a bit, which releases the pressure somewhat. We might be a little bit under less pressure to get a podium. But we want that race win, don't we? We want that race win, don't we? So we're going to keep on pushing. We're going to ask for a weather update, actually.
Say again, you're breaking up.
What?
Expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
When's the rain coming? I didn't actually.
You're leading the pack. P1 Vettel behind.
Oh,
the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. You have 4 laps till your pit window opens. 16 laps to go.
It's an 18-lap race. As our fronts are completely cooked. We've got to be a lot kinder on this tyre now to try and get that down a bit.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
See if we can try and back him up. Oh, it's Max Verstappen. In that Red Bull. He has DRS.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Rain might not even come. Might not be till the second phase of the race, in which maybe it was better to be on mediums. I think we try and hang on until the rain, even if we get overtaken. If they pit, I think we hang on. That might be the best idea here, as we are really backing up the pack.
Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the mediums.
I
Check
know.
your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay,
yes.
Copy that.
Oh my god, going wide there. Max is right behind us. And yeah, been backed up into Vettel, who will be looking to pass Verstappen.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
When is the rain coming? Is this because seems very clear at the moment. Cloudy but clear. As this might be the lap he gets us. But no. The Red Bull just does not have the straight line speed. It does not seem to have the straight line speed to get past us on that straight. I really thought he'd get past us there. I've never been so sure. I was never so sure of something. I genuinely believed he would be passing us there, but no. And now we've gapped him. In fact, if we can get out of DRS range, he might end up fighting with Vettel for the lead of this race. Sorry, for second, sorry. We're in the lead, what am I on about? This would be our third race win of this career, having done so in very different situations. In, I believe it was Portugal, I think, and Mexico. This Verstappen not outside of DRS range, but definitely closer to being out of DRS range than he was the last lap. So we just keep an eye on that delta time. We keep an eye on it just in case as we go wide, which immediately is undone all the work we did to try and get that gap. As he might even have a look down the inside, and he did. He had a little look down the inside there. But we can only keep on Rich Mix for so long. We are desperately trying to stay on these tyres in case the rain comes.
Expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. We're leading
10 to 15 minutes.
6.1 seconds.
Let's see what the other drivers do. So no one pit on lap 7, which is when the window opened. I think everyone's going to try and hang it out on the soft tyres. There's no need for us to change our strategy as we're leading. So if, as long as they don't try and undercut, we should be fine. We're really trying to hang on now, and you can tell our tyres are starting to go off because I'm slipping and sliding all over the damn place. Trying so desperately to keep this position. Fortunately, we have Max behind us because the Red Bull has no straight line speed whatsoever. I know that firsthand, both first and second hand now, but as long as Vettel gets past, we are not going to be in a very good place. That Ferrari is a very quick machine. So there's our first flashback.
Engine off.
That's our first flashback. We can go backwards. We are allowed to do that per my rules because I'm not the best driver. But we've only got 2 more attempts at that. Let's do it in a way that makes it possible for that to happen. But also doesn't mean at the moment I crash I'm done. Because if that was the case, I would DNF every race, every qualifying.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
As we get a big snap of oversteer there. Heading into one of the final corners of this track here in the Netherlands. Obviously everyone's going to be cheering on the Dutch Devil himself, as it looks like Verstappen is boxing here on lap 10. We're gonna box a lap later.
Carlos is in the pits
to try and minimise the undercut. Rich mix, we're going full out on this final lap. All out. Although the problem with that is it might end up in a spin or a crash, which is not what we can afford right now. Not with a win on the line. You've got to be careful, but also risky, if that makes sense. Calculated risks. When is the latest you can brake? Guaranteeing and guarantee that you will not overshoot. When is the earliest you can get on the throttle?
Condition is still looking good.
As we're going to throw ourselves into the pit lane now. Our tyres are completely ruined. We're at the end of the pit lane here.
Go. Pit strategy
awesome.
Complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
So Leclerc is the only one still out. As are we going to beat Verstappen? Yes, we do. As our tyres are cold though, I think. Oh no, they seem alright. Is that rain? Is that rain? That could be rain. That could genuinely be rain. Leclerc might have pulled a worldie. Leclerc might be leading this race in the Alfa Romeo as we spin. Oh, it's a shame. Absolutely nothing happened, guys. As we're trying to stay on the back of Leclerc, but yeah, no, he could genuinely be on for a race win. If the rain starts coming down now.
5 minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
I think we might be able to make it. I think he'll pit. If the rain's not coming for at least 5 minutes. Will he pit? Will he pit? Yes, he does. As we've actually gapped Verstappen. We have gapped Verstappen. Completely and utterly gapped him.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
So rain definitely is going to be coming before the end of this race, I think. But at what point is it going to start falling? That's what we need to know. As to whether it's even worth putting wet weather tyres on. Whether we just stick it out and dries. That might be better for me, because I'm not seem to be very good in low grip conditions. I'm very aggressive on the car. It's probably one of the reasons why I tend to be my tyres tend to cook quite easily, especially the softs. Yeah. Okay, we seem to be alright now.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
But I think we should be alright. I doubt we're going to get... Ooh. Yellow flag.
Okay,
Who's that? Who could that be? Sergio Perez is out of the race. That's quite a shame, actually, for the Mexican. He seems to be driving a decent race. But it's what it is. Anyway, as we continue to lead the Dutch Grand Prix, lap 13 of 18, as we seem to be getting almost into a rhythm, but our left... See, my front left always seems to cook. I don't really know why. I couldn't tell you why it seems to cook so much. Like, not as in...
of fuel remaining.
I seem to cook with the left tyre. I literally cook the left tyre.
Caution.
The caution?
Caution. Yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens.
Still Sergio Perez. It's still Sergio Perez. She's going really wide. But we're 2 seconds up on Verstappen now. So maybe he has a fault? Very strange. From either that or we've just got pace. I don't really know. I find it very, very strange that yeah, that's very interesting. As we break into the first what? Whoa. Brake far. Anyway, we're heading into the last corners of this lap, onto lap 15 of 18. We've only got a few laps left.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Okay, well, the moment I tried to do it, it didn't let me. But I don't like to leave fuel in the tank. So we're going to go rich again. Drop it down to the 20s. Then I'll come off it for a bit and then we'll see what it's like on the final lap of the race. Or whether the rain comes after all. As I think I might just start seeing rain. Yes, that is rain.
Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
That is definitely rain. It has started raining here in Zandvoort. How is that going to affect the race, do you think? As we head on to 16 of 18, we've got 3 laps left, including 16. No point.
Back by about 3/10 a lap.
There's no point in pitting for wets at this point in the race. We'll have to stay on the dries. However, it can be very treacherous to drive in wet weather.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
There we are. I may talk a little less, I don't know. I might have to concentrate that much more, because dry tyres in the wet is not an enjoyable experience, but for the most part, at the moment, we seem to be alright. Doesn't feel wet, feels very dry still, so we might be okay, but that felt very strange. Complete loss. Ooh, going wide there. Now you start to feel it. You start to feel it now. It's definitely raining now. 2 laps left. You do not want to be on that curb. We got 1 flashback left. 2 laps to go. I'd prefer if I didn't have to use it. As there we are. A little bit of a slide there coming out of the corner. Heading into the final sector. We're 2 seconds off the pace that we were before the rain came. So I think the rain is definitely impeding us. But I can't really feel the difference. But it does feel slower.
This is your final lap.
As we head to the final lap of the race. What a race this has been. It hasn't been very eventful for us. I think here it is. Not been incredibly eventful yet. There we go. The wet weather now taking effect. I can just feel it so much more. You really cannot take it for granted now. We're just going to cruise through. Try not to spin. It's been a very eventful race for us. I would say eventful, but just very tense. Very tense race for us here in the Netherlands. As I wasn't even on half throttle then. And already...
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Already losing out. Ooh. Verstappen is now right on my tail because of that huge slide. He managed to save it. But I don't think it's going to matter as we round the final corner onto the straight. That is the race win here in the Netherlands, here in Holland, here at the 2020 Formula 1 Dutch Grand Prix. We take the win. Our first win of the career, and a really, really good result, and it really lifts the spirits after the first 2 races where we DNF'd. Really, really good return to form. Then there we are.
What do you think it was that sealed the win?
I think we might actually keep that.
The main contributing factor out on the track was today speed.
What a race that was, though. I think that was a really, really good race. The rain actually made it very unpredictable in the end. I was constantly having to check, look at the sky, see to see where or when the rain might be coming. I started to think that the rain wasn't going to come at all until that fateful lap 14, 15, where it started obviously spitting. I saw that, but it wasn't until the last lap where it actually felt different. It felt dry, it was wet, but it felt dry. But obviously then it got wet enough that you could tell, you could see the difference. But that is really, really good stuff. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Absolutely amazing.
So let's review the updated.
If we look at the standings now, this will be what you see, and this is what we'll be looking at for the next race. Lewis Hamilton, then George Russell, they're in a good fight. Max Verstappen, then me, surprisingly.
He had excellent race stamina, giving him
very interesting.
Through the ranks.
And Carlos, where did Carlos finish?
They deserve some recognition on a day where both of these drivers are at the top of their game.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead.
Let's go.
Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way
towards the top. Carlos Sainz coming in 7th. This is a good track for the car, very clearly. That is really good. That's really good. Awesome stuff. That is absolutely amazing. Awesome. Right.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Okay.
It doesn't get much better than a win at this track, does it?
It doesn't, no. It doesn't. Yes, we'll do that one. Because I don't like to favour one side or the other.
Your team must be thrilled.
Yes.
What do you think made the difference between this weekend and last weekend?
Well, I didn't crash, so no comment. I'm not going to blame it on a specific. Not going to blame it on a specific thing. Yes, it changed strategies. Well, it did dampen my spirits because it definitely didn't change strategy. Everyone stayed on the same strat.
Appreciate your time.
You know, the softs to mediums, but it was more or less the worry of, oh, when's the rain going to come? When's it going to come into effect? That was the big kicker, I think, in that race. As there it is. Good race. We've got 800,000 from one race alone. That is really good, and we should be able to keep on Carlos, and maybe even make some more improvements to his overall and to the car. That should be good. That should be good. Awesome. Right. Okay. So I think we will leave it there. Yep, in just a couple of days we've got the Spanish Grand Prix. As we just do that.
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
Yeah, because we struggle quite a bit. If we do this, actually, we become the best in terms of... Yeah, we need to work on our aero. But that is it. As we continue on to the 7th of May for the Spanish Grand Prix. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you later. I'll keep you updated, and I'll put up a post at some point saying when my next stream is. But yeah, awesome. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Awesome.